Oh, guess we're cleaning this girl down again, guys. We'll grab a chair, and we are ready to vibe. Make sure we're not stepping on no dog poopy. We don't want that. Alright. Sheesh. I feel like I just cleaned this bike yesterday. And dirty just from sitting. Lovely, lovely. Typical YouTube live. Always start off cleaning the bicicleta. We always start off with a nice cleaning. Start the day and see where it takes us from there. You know what I'm saying? Get that seat nice and clean from my tushy. Get that gas tank sparkling, baby. Yep. Whoa, whoa, wait, yo, relax. Relax, Mustang boy. You guys hear that Mustang driving by? I heard him. I sure heard him. Alright, that's clean enough. Clean enough for what you guys can see. Yeah, mama. And of course, your boy didn't go to the store yesterday to grab oil. So we still gotta go run out and grab oil before we go for a ride today. Oh, lordy lord. I'm gonna get this side clean because we're gonna go for a ride later, boys. We're better off just being prepared. We better off being prepared today. I haven't cleaned this side in a hot minute, I'll tell you that much. It is a little bit dirty. She is a little bit dirty. And again, actually not too bad. Not too bad. Just gotta get back over there. And this one little spot don't want to come out. You use that elbow grease. You know what I'm talking about? Use that elbow grease. There we go. That's pretty good. Clean up the dash real quick. You know, we want to be able to see what we're doing on the dash at all times. Once it gets a little dusty. Go. There we go. Never anything wrong with a nice clean bike, right? That'll do. Get this front end real quick. And then I'm chilling with y'all. The pooch is laying down already. Okay. Go with that until I pull the bike out later. Smells like freaking bubble gum. Smells like freaking bubble gum. Hey, yo, look who the cat dragged in. How we doing, brother? How are we freaking doing? I hope you're having a great freaking Friday. Because it sure is Friday. And we all love Fridays, my boys. It is gorgeous over here. There's not a single cloud in the sky. Just the sun blasting. So we're definitely going for a ride after this live. I'll tell you that much. I did bring my water bottle, so we are good to go. I'm gonna mess around with something now. I'm trying to see if I can get this piece on. So we're gonna do that. We are going to do that. Surprisingly, thought it was gonna be more dirtier under our hair, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. I gotta figure out where all my stuff is though. There she is. She's just hiding in there. She's just hiding in there. I need... Huh. Yes, you see, there it is. I was about to get upset, but apparently my eyes just left the chat for a second there, guys. I couldn't see a freaking thing. I was gonna say somebody stole my freaking Phillips head. Nobody did. Nobody stole it. I'm gonna try and throw on these front plastics though for my radiator. Oh, one more, sorry. One on us. And of course they don't make anything easy. So I gotta turn my handlebars all the way this way. Handlebars one way, then the handlebars the other way, blah 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 blah. Alright, there we go. We should be able to get these two plastic clips out, boys. Numero uno. This one's being a butt cheek, boy. This one is being a butt cheek. Which means, there we go. We don't like that. We don't like that. Okay. Those are good. I left my water bottle. I have no idea what language you are speaking, my boy. But, hey, how we freaking doing? How are we doing? I'm going to keep jumping between the two of you guys. I'm going to come check the chat out, but I don't know anything you just said to me, so I'm sorry. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Pretty sure. Oh, it was like that. I'm playing freaking God only knows what right now. Was it like that? That looks about right. That definitely looks about right. I just don't know. I barely can see, guys. I can see, but I can't see enough. God. This is gonna go under that. Okay. There we go. We're pretty much lined up. Now, I should be able to get that and that one. Huh. I think that is that. I gotta find me some plastic clips, but that is definitely a step in the right direction. What are we saying? What are you saying, Cure? Okay, well, I'll let you keep saying whatever you want to say. You're just helping your boy out. So you can just hang out in the chat and talk to yourself. And we are going to be doing a cold start soon. Your boy is just doing some damage over here. So let the haters talk. Let the haters talk their way out of the chat. And then once the haters leave or I kick them, then we'll do a nice cold start for the real boys. I'd be upset too if I was, you know, if I didn't have a bike. You know, I'd be in somebody's chat talking shit, right? Seems like a good way to go upon your day. But at least I have a bike. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yes, sir. Luckily, we quite literally have everything that we need. It's just buried. We're just a little bit, we just got a little bit of stuff buried. That's about it. There we go. There we go. Ba-boom. Let's line it up. I'm gonna have to readjust all these back into place, but if I'm in here, we are good to rumble. Okay. Well, this dropped. We are getting there, boys. I'm just trying to get this one lined up, which we got one. Uh-oh. My fuzzy fell off. My fuzzy fell off. There we go. Okay. Thought I was gonna have to rip my whole freaking fairings off for this. Oh, not too bad. Not too freaking bad. Alright, there we go. We got our mic fixed, boys. We've got the mic fixed. I don't know what happened, but the fuzzy said, see you freaking later. Said, see ya freaking later. There we go. Alright. Let the haters sit there in silence, right? Let the haters sit in silence. Alright, so this one we are practically there. I'm just not sure what I'm looking at. That should be good. Let's see. Where we got? Come on. Okay. There's that. There's another one down here. Which I think this one lines up. Just doesn't make anything easy with where you can visibly see anything, guys. Jeez. That one did line up though, so we can get her tightened in. Really doesn't make much sense to do any of this because, you know, this whole front end's gonna be coming apart over the winter anyways. But, you know, it don't hurt. It don't hurt. I don't know if that's grabbing one. I'll find out. And of course I gotta turn my bars. Brake line. Jeez. Okay. That's practically in. There we go. There we go. We got one more, which there we go. This is why you always get backups, boys. You always get backups. Oh, okay. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty freaking good. All right. So now we got to get the complete opposite side, which would be this one. That will be on that side. Okay. Okay. Bailey, you want to play Frisbee? No, you don't want to play Frisbee, Bales? Alright. Touche. Too frickin' shay. Oh. What a beautiful day it is out today, guys. What a beautiful day. Who tried calling me? Oh, thank you. Not interested right now. Sorry. Thank you. Come again. Alright. Alright. We are good. We're going to have to readjust this bike because I got to do the front plastic on the opposite side. So, let's just see. Maybe I can get away with it here. We're going to try. We got our clips. We've definitely got our clips. And we definitely got to take... Actually, you know what? Let's see if we could do it without unscrewing this top one. So, we're going to come in again from here. Get that plopped in there. Bingo bongo. Perfect. Now I just got to snap that one in and this one at the same damn time. There we go. There we go. Alright. Wow, it's like you do it once and then you kind of just know how it works. Not too freaking shabby. just need to get this connected in the front end, guys. And then we're in action. I guess there's a reason why I never wanted to do this. There we go. Uno. Beautiful. And there we go. All right. So with that being said, I should be able to just put these clips right in. And this is done. As I drop one right on my header. We love that. Sorry guys, I will be back in the chat very shortly. We're just finishing up some touches here. I got one. Okay, we got one clip in. Get this bottom clip. It's in. Bing, bang, boom. All right. There we go. I'd say that's that. That is pretty much that. I still got one more to put on each side, but that's okay. Didn't even think we were gonna get that one on, so say freaking less. Then I can fix my damn mic. Damn fuzzy keeps falling off, boy. There we go. I gotta get a new one. This clip on it broke, sadly. That's okay though. That is okay though. Alright, so let's see. We got sides on, two top sides, then the middle that wraps around to there. And then I'm pretty sure it's just these two. So, if I were to have to use my brain, I'd probably say it would sit like that. Which, I didn't really see how these connected together. Oh, okay, okay. I have to turn this friggin' wheel. This has to snap up into this one. How does that work? That's the real question. I think I still have the OEM ones. Oh, you want to know what? It's on my plastic. Which I didn't take that one off yet. But if I had to use common sense, it goes like this. And then we got to just do that. But how does that... It doesn't make sense how these bottoms clip onto this clip that's here. See? Let's do one side at a time. Also, I might be out of plastic clips, so we might not be able to even do this. Yeah, I only got One plastic clip left, boys. So it looks like that mission is going to be aborted for now. We cannot continue forward with that. But that's okay, because we already got one step closer. So that is good. That is good. We just gotta put this back on. There we go. We just gotta install this back on, and the bike is completely back. But that's okay. We're okay with that. I gotta just get a couple more plastic clips. Not the end of the world. Keep some tools with you, you know. Always should have some tools. All your normal Allens and everything on the bike. Always be prepared for something to loosen. Keep that all tucked back here. Bing, bang, boom. And while we're at it, we're gonna just clean up under this seat cowl, because we can. Just because we can. And we already have it off. And it's a little dusty, so bing, bang, boom, just like that. Seat cowl is cleaned. Just do a little bit of that, you know. Make sure she's really good. And bang. Nothing ever happens. I don't know what anybody is talking about, but it never happens here. Not today. No way. Take care. Comb your hair. Now, with that being said, we can do a cold start. So I'm going to get the bike up to operating temp. Check my oil level after. And then go from there. We're getting there. She's warming up. Get this girl to operating temp real quick. Jeez, only 6K. Yeah, mama. Yeah, mama. did just see a buggy though. I was just looking over and I seen it. There it is. Stupid. Not in my house. You don't pay rent to hang out on my bike like that, boy. Boy, you don't pay rent for that, boy. This ain't free. It ain't free, it's for me. Not for you. Alright, so we gotta go run. We gotta grab some oil for the bike. And we gotta get some coolant so I can top off coolant on this thing before I store her for the winter. Which sadly, reservoir's under here. I have no idea how much coolant is in this freaking bike. Or if there is even any coolant. I don't know if that's just a reflection. It looks like it's just a reflection, so can't tell. I have no freaking clue. But we gotta get coolant and oil, and then we gotta get a front headlight, and that should be good. Actually, I need brake fluid too. I'm probably gonna just do a full-on brake cleaning, clean all the brake lines out, change out all the fluid. It's been 2 years now with this fluid. Plus, we're right in between the line, being too high and being too low, so that's okay. We're good there. We're good for the rest of this season. I wish I had freaking coolant, which, yep, I don't have any more of that, but that's okay. That's okay. What do we got on this oil change? Do we have to do an oil change soon? 226. Oh yeah, we're straight. We definitely don't need an oil change. I'm probably gonna leave this oil in. I'll top it off, leave this oil in, and then start of next season we will do a fresh oil change. That is what we were gonna do. I do gotta clean the chain. Don't really want to do that right now, so I will do that later before I go for my ride. But that's okay. Like I said, we ain't riding right now, so the chain don't need to be cleaned, but we will get there. We will get that chain cleaned, and we're gonna try and clean up my license plate. That I think I should do, but I gotta get some stuff inside to do that because it is caked up with some tire. We'll just say that. Some dried up rubber for sure. Definitely some dried up rubber. And also some rub marks from being just a hair too low. I did want to check. I know I was missing a front fairing bolt. I did put it back in, so that's good. And I was missing this bolt, but that bracket, I think the bracket for that bolt is bent from the accident, so I gotta bend that bracket back into place, and then we can get rolling with that. But that's okay. That's a later mission. That's all the winter fun. This season was just getting the bike safe enough to ride, which we definitely did that. We definitely had her safe enough to ride. Now is making her look beautiful, which we got a lot of things coming soon. Rims are going to change. Colors on the bike are going to change. Carbon fibers are going to get added. Bike's going to go even lower than I have it now. I only have it on the middle adjustment because I did a full lowering link and lowering kit on it, so I'm about halfway to where I could be. So we're going to go through that. I'm definitely going to end up dropping the bike a little bit more, which means I'm going to have to drop it in the front end as well, level it out, because right now the rear end's definitely a little bit lower than the front, but it's not too noticeable. But if I go any lower, it will definitely be noticeable. And I ain't trying to drive around like one of those friggin' trucks. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. But coming next season, this bike is definitely going to look completely different. Without a doubt. It's going to look different, sound different. She's going to perform differently. I got to clean this under tray on my rear end. I don't know what's... There's this one white speck on the back that is just so annoying. Of course, I probably picked it up somewhere from the streets, but that's okay. That is okay. Right? I think that's okay. Get some, you know, just a nice little cleaner. Just a nice little cleaner, which this I should probably get more of. I am running low. This front fender, I gotta find this one in carbon. Get rid of this red in the front. Bring her a little something different, you know what I'm saying? The red just shows brake dust like it's a job for it. It's so annoying. I'm not trying to see brake dust all the time. Jeez. I'm not trying to see brake dust all the time. Yeah, 130. Let the temp go down a little bit. Check the oil level again. See where my oil is at. So I know how much oil I need to get. I probably just need to get a quart anyways, but we are getting her ready for storage. The winter is rolling around the corner real quick, even though it is gorgeous out. In another week or two, the temp is definitely going to drop, and let's just say the season will definitely be in an end. We're already there's already no more bike meets, no more events. I'm sure car meets are still going on, so I could probably get in tune with the car scene and start popping out to some car events just to make content with the bike. Just gonna be a little chilly to do that. That's okay though. That's why I make riding gear. Get myself bundled up. I can definitely do it. As long as there's no rain or snow, we can definitely do that for sure. Somebody keeps trying to call me, but I don't know whose number this is. And I am busy, so that phone call is not being answered by me today. No way. Alright, let's see. We're gonna do a little... Just a quick little rearranger. Plop her down right there. There we go. Sheesh. One thing that's annoying is the rain that leaks through the top of this shed. Because every time it rains, I come out, and there's always a spot that I find with water on it. And I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that. Untouched water brings rust and grime that we do not want. We do not want, my boy. We got our friggin' chain rag. We're gonna do a little chain cleaning. We're gonna have to do a little chain cleaning here. That's gonna occur on this side of town. Yeah, mamma jamma. Yeah, mamma jamma. We're not gonna go too crazy, but we're gonna do just enough. I don't have... You know what? We can do this. We just do little sections at a time, that's all. There we go. Yummy, yummy. There we go. And then we do another, which I actually have this thing on a decent setting, so I don't even need to use that rig. Load it up. Let it sit for a minute. Which actually, we're gonna switch over to this one. It's really not bad. Luckily, not too bad. Another spin. Another spray. Make sure you're really getting those links, guys. You know, I don't want to be playing with fire here. Touche. Do another spin. Okay. We got about maybe one more after this, if that. Okay. It says Japan on my chain. Japan. It's like it's a freaking Honda. Why does it say Japan? There we go. I'm gonna do one more turn. That's the full tire. That's the full chain. Touche. Oh yeah. I think that's a freaking send it, my boy. We'll do one more just to keep her triple checked. There we go. Now that right there is a clean chain. She is sparkling. Get that stuff out of my face. All right, boys. That right there. What's up, leg unit? How we doing? How we doing? That right there is shining bright like a diamond. That's a clean chain, boys. That is a clean chain, which means we're fully ready to ride now. But we're not riding yet. So we can put this baby back. Yeah. That's a clean girl. I'm definitely gonna clean my hands now, but I guess that's okay. I guess that's okay. How we doing, my boy? How we doing? The sun is shining right on my phone screen, so I really can't see anything right now. But I see you said what's up, dude. Woo! Alright. Well, now the chain is cleaned and the bike is wiped down, we finished putting the front fairings back on. We are freaking ready to rip, boys. We're ready for the weekend. It's supposed to be nice this weekend too. So I'm definitely trying to stay mobile and ride as much as I can this weekend. Because like I said, this season is definitely coming to an end pretty quickly. And then of course it's just me being anal and cleaning. Even though I just cleaned with y'all yesterday. Sheesh. She is looking good now, and I know she is happy. Other than I just gotta throw some oil on her, but she's ready to rip. She's ready to rip. I'm gonna run and just throw some water on my hands real quick, guys. So I will be 2 seconds. Bailey. Daddy had to go clean up his hands real quick, but we are back in action now. We are back in action. Now that I'm back, engine temp, we're at 111. Let the engine temp go down a little bit more. Then I'm gonna check my oil level, and then we're gonna hang out with y'all for a little bit, and you boys are gonna run off to AutoZone. I gotta go get some stuff for the bicicleta, go get some oil, go get some filters, go get some coolant, some brake fluid, and some fuel stabilizer. Get this girl ready for her winter storage. I also do have to buy a bike cover. I do want to keep this thing covered as much as I can, so I'm definitely going to look into, you know, just a cheap little Amazon bike cover, something that's good, just to keep her from getting spiders and all that crap. I'm sure I still will get some spiders, but if I can limit a little bit, I will. So that's another thing I definitely want to grab. Other than that, though, she is pretty much ready for storage. Now it's just waiting for parts to roll in, and then we can kind of start breaking her down. Which, now that I think about it, I'll probably do an oil change. I'll probably do a full oil change, change out the coolant, change out the brake fluid, and then I'll probably rip this whole bike apart, try and get everything done. And then as soon as I get everything done, then we will wrap her up for storage. But I can also just leave a bike cover on it, even though the bike don't have fairings on it, so I guess that don't really matter. But I definitely should get that bike cover, because like I said, we don't want buggies having fun on this thing when I'm not. But other than that, she is ready. I definitely am gonna have to get some tools for bleeding brake lines and all that. I know the procedure for the coolant. I've already done coolant on this bike once or twice, so I know the procedure for coolant. I just need to figure out the procedure for breaking, for bleeding brake lines. And then obviously an oil change I've done a million times on this bike. So we could definitely handle a nice little oil change. But it's just the brakes. It's really just the brakes. I never did brake lines. Never did anything to do with brake fluid, brake lines. I've never had the top off brake fluid, so that'll be something cool to kind of learn. And then at that point, I've literally pretty much done everything on this bike. So yeah, that's cool. And then I'm gonna have to get some pit bull stands, which actually I don't know if those. Nah, that should work. Yeah, I gotta get some stands because we're gonna be ripping the front and rear wheels off. We're gonna get these rims super cleaned up because they're just caked up on. You got some double-sided tape from some wheel weights, and then you got freaking brake dust built up on these rims. So we're gonna pull these rims off on the winter, and you know, the red stickers going around them, we're gonna pull those off. We're gonna do a super deep cleaning, power wash them, chemicals, clean the living crap out of these rims, and then we will be dropping these rims off at a paint shop. And that's all I'm gonna say there is rim color will change. Stickers will be gone, rim color will change. And then you know, we're gonna change up some other colorways on it. We're gonna change up some we're gonna put some carbon. You know, we need some carbon on the bike. I plan on doing headlights. I found a set of headlights that I like. I just gotta look into them a little bit more. And then other than that, the rest is for you guys to just guess and wait for the next season, because next season it's gonna be a different bike again. V3 rolling in. What up, man? How the weather out there today? Today the weather is gorgeous. It is shining bright like a diamond out here, my boy. We got no clouds. All we got is sun. So we're hanging out with you guys. We're doing our typical YouTube live Monday through Friday. And then, of course, your boy is going to be going out. And we're going to be shooting some content, and we are going to ride. I know last week I did a video of us attempting to go by the water to get some drinks and stuff. But, of course, you know, we did that on a Tuesday, I think, or a Monday or a Tuesday. And that place that we go to on the water is only open on Friday, Saturday, Sundays. So probably gonna try and redo that. I'm gonna try and redo that video today. Bring you guys the real nice water. How the recovery coming along? We are good, my boy. We are good. We are recovering, and we are striving, my boy. Striving for a great, great day. But we good. We're good. We're practically fully recovered, my boy. It's just the foot. The foot and my knees would really still give me problems to this day. My back's all right. You know, It's just kind of relearning my body now and knowing what I can and can't do, what limitations I have now. But that's okay. I'm able to walk. I can't complain. I still got 2 feet. So, you know, another day I could throw a leg over this bike is a happy day in my books, which we are going to be a happy day today. I'm just waiting for some boys to get back from work. My other boy is helping his parents move a washer and a dryer. And then we're going to be mobile. We are going to be freaking mobile. Right on, bro. Stay safe, man. I appreciate it, Anthony. I do. Much love. Any rehab, strength training? I was doing chiropractor after the accident for a couple months. We did chiropractor, and then that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it. Everything with the back, they said, is fully recovered, or, well, not, as good as it's going to be. So my back is clear and good to go. My foot, sadly, was cleared, even though I can't move for my toes, but they told me that that's something that's just something that's gonna come over time. I destroyed my left foot in 6 places. I broke it. I banged it up pretty good. So they said that there's a lot of nerve and damage and stuff. So I just gotta, I just day by day try and do as much as I can. But other than that, luckily I didn't need no surgeries or nothing. So we definitely cut down recovery time with that for sure. Not having to deal with getting surgeries and dealing with infections and all that stuff. So that was definitely a big blessing. But like I said, just something got to deal with moving forward for the rest of my life. Just got to know my limitations of my body now. Nothing wrong with that, though. Like I said, another day I can throw a leg over the bike. I'm a happy man. Hey, what's up there, Dylan? How we doing? Glad to see y'all popping in. Coming to chill with the frickin' boy. I don't leave you guys hanging with these lives. I told you guys. I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But for some reason, I've just been doing every day. So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But if I don't go live on a Tuesday or a Thursday, technically, there is a schedule for it. I just don't do it. I like coming live. I like talking to you guys and chatting with you guys every day. So why the hell not? Shit, about to take a dab. I missed you, bro. How you been? Hey, take 2, my boy. Take 1 from me. I've been good, though. I have been good. Actually, I have been great. I cannot complain whatsoever. I've been in a pretty good headspace recently. And, just been enjoying life, man. Just enjoying the little things in life. Hanging out with my friends and my family. And, like I said, just enjoying the little things. I'm very grateful. Gotcha, man. Keep at it, bro. Hey, I appreciate it. And I'm doing my best. God gave me another opportunity, so I can't just let it disappear. I gotta take advantage of what I've been given. So, just grateful. I'm here. Grateful I get to meet people like you guys. That's really why I do it. I love meeting you guys. You guys make my day so much better when I come on live. That's good to hear, brother. How's the YouTube journey? The YouTube journey has been magnificent, my friend. I love doing this, and apparently you guys like it too, because we're at over 10,000 subscribers, and I have no clue how the hell that happened. Definitely didn't think that was a possibility. I literally started my channel off in March with like 80 subscribers or 70 subscribers. So the fact that we're at over 10,000 definitely blows my mind, but it just shows me what hard work and dedication can do. So, I'm just out here grinding, doing what I love, and I'm glad that you guys watch the content too. It makes me happy. Exactly, run with it. That's it, bro. That's all you can do. Keep your head up and just treat people the way you want to be treated. That's the way I like to live life, is just know that there's always people out there doing worse than you. So if you have a bad day and you let that control your day, you shouldn't let it, because there's people living with no food, no house over their heads. So, there's always people doing worse than you. I've been loving the vids, man. Keep it up. I appreciate that, Dylan. I do. I'm glad to see that, you know, other people enjoy my videos too. I enjoy it, which is why I do it. I enjoy making the content. I enjoy sitting there rewatching all my clips and having to edit them and make it into a video. I genuinely just love doing that. So seeing you guys saying that you like the vids too definitely makes me feel good. You know, doing something right, going in the right direction. Sadly though, your boy needs to get back to work soon because I need to get a PC. I'm using an old laptop and I can only post videos up to 15 minutes. Anything over 15 minutes, the computer just can't process it. And when I try to download it from the computer to YouTube, it will cut up, like, say I have a 20-minute video, all my editing software saved, and I try and upload it to YouTube, it will upload like maybe a quarter of that. It will upload like a 7-minute video. It just, like, it doesn't make any sense, but it's an old computer and it just can't compute with what I need to be doing. So that's one thing I really want to work on, is getting myself a PC, because I want to put out longer content. I don't want to be trapped at 14-minute videos, because some videos I got to leave out a lot of stuff just because I can't, you know, just because I can't do it with my computer. So that's definitely something I plan on working on for this summer. I plan on getting some funds together, and I'm gonna do a build too. My buddy builds PCs, so I'm gonna do a little YouTube series of building a PC on the channel. I think it would be cool, and it's only gonna help us move forward in the channel. Once you get a PC, you can record it in 1080p. Yeah. I mean, PC is gonna make a big difference, and we need it. So we're working on it. We're definitely working on it. PCs aren't cheap, and sadly, you know, I'm not the type of guy to just, I don't like buying used things. I don't trust what other people do. So, you know, we're gonna be doing a full PC build. You know, we're gonna be buying everything brand new. We're gonna be getting top of the line parts, the best of the best, for what I need it to. I'm not gonna go stupid crazy and drop 3-4 grand on a computer, because I definitely don't need all that. Just need something that's good for you know, being able to upload my videos, process them, edit on it. You know, something that's really good for just editing and uploading videos to YouTube. And then you know, we like playing games, so we'll definitely be making it compatible for some nice gaming too. I definitely tune into the PC vids. Yeah, I think a lot of people would like it. I think it would be something cool. I mean, I was never really into PCs, but after talking to some people, and pretty much like having a car or a bike, you can build a PC to whatever you want it to look like. Between having fans in it, you can have it liquid cooled, you can have lights in it, just a whole bunch of stuff that I think it's just cool. And I feel like other people that, you know, if you guys like bikes and you like cars, I feel like you can get a little bit of enjoyment about a custom-made PC. So something cool to look forward to. Plus, then I can get down to the longer videos, you know, which would definitely make a game changer. You know, I'm over here trying to get watch hours, because to get fully monetized on YouTube, you got to have a certain amount of subscribers and you got to have a certain amount of watch time. And you know, it's not easy meeting your watch time requirements with 10 to 14 minute long videos, you know, when you need 4,000 hours. You know, 4,000 hours of watch time is a lot of time, nonetheless, when all your videos are 15 minutes long. So, you know, you take that into perspective. It's definitely a hustle. It's definitely a grind. But, you know, it is what it is. When the time comes, when, you know, when the grace of God says that it is time for me to be fully monetized, then, you know, then that time will come. But we're just out here doing what we can do. Hanging out with you guys, chatting, doing the lives. I'm pretty sure Zordoff built his. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Zordy bought a pre-built, like he bought one off of like Facebook, and then he changed out a whole bunch of stuff on the inside of it, which he's also given me a lot of tips on things to you know, to do and to worry about with building a PC. So you know, I'm making sure I definitely, when I do the PC build, I'm making sure it's going to be done the right way, because I know it's not cheap to put together a PC. The parts ain't cheap. Plus, you know, to have somebody do that work, you know, I ain't gonna let somebody do it for free. So we definitely gotta just do this the right way. That's all. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy pre-built and slowly upgrade it. I mean, I think that's the best way to do it, especially if you don't got a lot of money. You know, you go on Facebook Marketplace, and you know, I've been tempted. You know, I've seen pre-built PCs anywhere from $200 to $700, and you know, a lot of them are actually pretty decent. But you know, like I said, I'm just a weirdo, and I don't trust. I don't know what it is. I just can't trust people. I'd rather just buy either all the parts individually brand new, or just buy a brand new pre-built PC off of a website, and then later on down the road I can you know, slowly upgrade it. But I think you know, I think if I have the money, I would like to just do a full PC build, make it my PC from the jump, and then I don't have to touch it. Don't got to change anything on it, you know, and then that's it. It is what it is. Plus, like I said, I got a head full of buddies that are really good with you know, all that type of stuff. You know, they know all their PC talk. They know all that crap. I don't know none of it. So it will be cool to kind of learn something different. You know, I like learning new things and being able to grow my knowledge in different areas in life. So it would definitely be cool to be able to just kind of understand everything about a computer and what it needs, and you know, so it doesn't bottleneck. And I don't know the lingo yet, and I'm gonna learn it, and I'm excited for it. It's gonna be fun. Understandable on not trusting people. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I've bought things on Facebook Marketplace before, between cars, motorcycles, gaming, you know, Xboxes, PlayStations. I've, you know, bought plenty of stuff online, and just nothing's ever as people legitimately describe it on the website. So that's just me being anal. I'd rather just spend the extra money and have something brand new, you know, and I know where that thing stands. It's just me being me, you know. My friend's uncle said he could build me one for cheap, so I might get one built for me. To be honest, I think that would be a great idea, especially if it's your friend's uncle. You know, it's a trustworthy source. Only thing is, like I said, it's just getting the parts. But you know, that's always something you can buy as time goes on. You know, say you have a couple extra bucks this week, you know, you buy a fan. You know, you get a fan for it, or you get a ECU for it, or a CPU, or whatever it is. You know, you don't have to buy everything at once. You can kind of just slowly accumulate the parts, and then once you kind of have all the parts together, then it's just bringing it to your friend's uncle and having them put it together, which is dope. You know, like I said, I got friends that can do it for free. I'm sure people wouldn't mind doing it to help me out, but I'm not that type of guy. I don't like taking advantage of people. I like you know, I like to treat people the way I'd like to be treated. So if somebody's taking the time out of their day to help me out and put something together for me, I'm gonna take care of them, you know. Amazon sells some parts for cheap. Amazon sells everything you need for cheap. I would definitely, like I said, I don't know nothing about PCs. I don't know nothing about parts, but just make sure you look into everything. Just check reviews on every part that you want to get. Check reviews on it. Make sure that it's you know, it doesn't have problems later on down the road, or 6 months down the road. You know, there's certain products that just sometimes you run into issues with. So just make sure you cover your ass, and you just you know, just double check everything. Make sure you, like I say, you just check all the reviews, and make sure that it's a good product before you decide on buying it and putting it in your PC. Because I'm sure the last thing you want to do is spend all this money, put together this PC, or have somebody put it together for you, and then either parts aren't compatible with each other, or part just shits the bed after 8 months down the road just because it's not good quality. You know, those are the things I think about that just drive me crazy. That's why I'll always overbuild everything that I always have. I don't care. When it comes to money, I'd rather spend the extra money to know I'm safe in the long run, because then it's like you're playing freaking Scrabble. You know, you don't know what's wrong with it, and you're bringing it to this guy to see what's wrong with it, and he tries changing this part, but that didn't fix it. So then now you change this part, and that fixed the problem, and then now you still, it's just it's man. That's why I'm afraid of PCs, man, because I'm not a tech savvy type of guy. I am not tech savvy whatsoever. I'm very bad when it comes to computers and recording and mics. If you guys can't tell from the videos, it takes me a lot. It takes me a lot to figure out the right exposures, especially every day. On a cloudy day, exposure I can have set up good, and then the second the sun comes out, everything's blown out. Like, it's a lot to learn, and I'm nowhere close to knowing anything. You know, I just learn as I go, and I try and put out the best content that I can with what I know. But I'm a one-man band. You know, I got nobody over here helping me out. You know, I'm doing what I can do and learning what I can learn for myself and what I can look up online. But you know, that's life. Life's just about overcoming and adapting obstacles that you can't take on. You know, and that I'm sure living proof of that. I'm definitely trying to do a lot of stuff that I don't know how to do, but we're doing it. We're taking our time, and like I said, God's got a journey for every single one of us. So there's no need to rush things in your life. You know, I know how it feels to get stressed out and overwhelmed and not be making money and not be happy. But you know, you gotta understand at the end of the day that there is a time, and as long as you're doing right by yourself, then you know, you're doing what you got to do, and it will come. Everything will fall into place. I'm gonna take another one for you. Cheers. Hey, Dylan. Much love, my boy. Take a nice one for me. I wish I had my freaking pen out here because I would be there with you, my boy, but I'm here with you in spirit. Madeline, I'm back. Yeah, how we doing? How we doing? I'm glad you came back. I know I saw you popped in here before for a second, then you scramatam whammed, but I appreciate you coming in, and I appreciate you coming back 2 times. So we are just here chilling though. We're here chatting with the fam. You guys are the fam. If you guys don't know that, you guys now you do. You guys know that you guys are family to me, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. And I am just glad that you guys are here enjoying this journey that I chose to take in life on YouTube. This weird YouTube journey. Being some people call it a social, what is it, an influencer. I don't consider myself a social media star or an influencer or none of that. I like making content, and I like to have a story, and I'd like to have something when I get older, when I have kids and a family, and be able to show kids back when their dad was a young buck, just bringing a camera along with them and just enjoying life. I think that's what it's all about. I could care less about the money. You know, I think it's just a fun journey. Bro, I'm 21 now. Damn, congrats, Dylan. 21. You hit the big 21. I went to the casino for my birthday with your mom and dad. No way. How was the casino, my boy? I love casinos, but man, I can't do it. I probably go to a casino maybe once a year because I will quite literally walk in a casino and go dead broke. I will go dead broke. Plus, what do you play? What, I know you're, you know, probably your first time going to the casino, but what's your vibes? You won some money? No way. What'd you win? What were you playing? Were you playing slots, or do you play table games? I'm a big last Saturday you won $189. Wow, W Dylan. I definitely don't know what the most I've won at a casino. Probably $300-400. That's probably the best I've ever done at a casino. I also don't like losing money. I don't even care if it's a penny. If I drop a penny out of my pocket, I'm picking it up. I'm so bad with money, man. I love it. I love my money. I don't want it to leave my pockets, but that's my problem is once you get me to a blackjack table, I'm not leaving the blackjack table until either I'm broke or I get kicked off a table. I was playing slots. Sadly, the casino I go to don't have tables, or I would have been dead broke. Okay, yeah. So there's a place by me, probably 25, 30 minutes from me. It's called Jake's 58, and that casino is the same way. It's all just machines. So obviously you got all the slot machines, which typically every slot machine is just a normal slot machine. You just sit down and you play with the computer. And then they have table games, but the table games are all VR'd. Or not VR, but they're, like AI. So you just sit down and you're playing blackjack or roulette or whatever. You're playing it through a screen. It's not a live table with other people. So that's kind of annoying. I don't like doing that, especially because I love blackjack. Like I said, I will go blackjack for any day of the week. That's my go-to game. But when you're playing with it on a computer, it's not the same. I could literally just download an app on my phone and play blackjack if I wanted to do that. That's how it makes me feel. But other than that, there's a good amount of casinos probably a couple hours from here, like upstate. So I could definitely always go play if I wanted to. I love poker. Never got into poker. Never played poker. I was always So my uncle put me on roulette, and I used to always play roulette. And then as I got older, I started learning more, and I started playing blackjack. And now that is just my go-to. I will come in whenever I go to a casino. You're either gonna catch me at roulette or blackjack, and if it's neither of those, I'm at the bar. That's just how I work. But I also, like I said, I don't go to a casino enough. I don't like losing the money, so I don't try to really learn all these new games. But poker seems like it was a fun game. There's 2 casinos like 40 minutes away from me that have tables, but it's human dealers. That's what you want. That's what you definitely want. You want the human dealers. You don't want the computers. You definitely can finally be at the bar now, brother. But that's the problem with casinos, is you're gambling money, and then now you add alcohol into the mix. Yeah, it could get dangerous. It could definitely get dangerous. Just gonna leave it on that. Some people can't handle their alcohol, and also people can't handle losing money. So when you put the two together, I've seen some interesting things at casinos, my boy. I could definitely say I have definitely seen some interesting things, especially because I go on cruises, and there's casinos on cruises. And yeah, I've definitely, like I said, I've definitely experienced people lose a lot of money, also being drunk and causing fights, screaming at friggin' dealers, punching machines. Like I've definitely witnessed people crashing out before. Bad things can happen. Yeah, for you see, Dylan. Just be careful when you mix the two. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that's everybody. There's definitely people out there that could care less about money, and they don't mind losing money, and they can handle it. But there's other people that just cannot handle losing money, and then they think that maybe because they have a drink or two that it will be better. But then they end up crashing out, and then you get to see cops get called, or people getting dragged out, or people getting in fights, or people crashing out on a freaking machine that's literally a robot. It blows my mind. It's so funny. I saw a crackhead playing on $2 and he won 10 and immediately crashed out. To be fair though, Dylan, if I was a crackhead and I had $2 to my name and I gambled it and I won 10, I'm probably crashing out too. I could tell you I'm spending at least 5 of those bucks at McDonald's, and then the other 5 is gonna probably be me doing some crack. But that's me thinking from a crackhead's perspective. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you guys thinking I'm a crackhead now, because I definitely ain't no freaking crackhead. That's so crazy though. But that's also what I was saying before, bro. That's why, dude, some of my friends get so butthurt when they have such a bad day. And it legitimately gets me aggravated, because obviously everybody's different. Everybody has a completely different outlook on life. But bro, There's literally people that don't even have food in their stomach, you know? And it's like, people are having a bad day at work. Oh, your boss gave you an attitude. Well, at least you got a fucking roof over your head, my boy. At least you can put food in your belly. And then you got freaking crackheads over here going to fucking casinos, gambling their last $2 and winning 10. I'm pretty sure he was a cokehead because he was up moving every 30 seconds. Yeah, that definitely sounds like some coke. That definitely sounds like some uppers, my boy. To be honest, I just go to have fun with my mom, and that's our bonding time. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. That's cool that it's cool that you do it with your mom and your dad, and you guys are able to bond doing that. That's awesome. I can't hate on that at all. I thought my dog was chewing something, but it was just something falling on the deck. I got scared there for a second. Definitely got scared there for a second. She's guys. She's like, she lays in the same spot every day I come out here to do these lives. She lays in the same spot, drops her fizzy on top of her two paws, and just stares me down. I learned you never go expecting to win. Never. Never. Always go to the casino with as much money as you're willing to lose. That's what I've learned. Quite literally, just go with as much money that you're comfortable losing, and that is it. Once you run out of that money, sayonara, see you later, I'm out of here, take care, comb your hair. Oh, Gimbal's acting up, boy. I'm sorry. She's dead. She's dead. There we go. You went yesterday and didn't win shit? Yeah, that's me. That sounds about my luck, my boy. I don't have the best of luck when it comes to casinos, which is why I said I go maybe once a year. I stay away. I definitely try to stay a... Oh, whoa. I almost just timed you out, Dylan. I don't know what just happened. I'm sorry there. My boy. Sheesh. Yeah, I couldn't tell you the last time I went to a casino. I really couldn't tell you, honestly. I knew it was coming. I won the last 2 times, so I went, yeah, that... Well, at least you were mentally prepared. But just keep that mentality. Never go in there expecting to win. Because 90% of the time, you probably aren't going to win unless you're a finesse freak and you know something more than I do. Oh, the pooch came, guys. The pooch wants to play frisbee now. All right, we're going to do a couple throws with the pooch, and then we'll go back to the bike. She wants to play. She came and brought me her frisbee. There you go, frisbee freak. Sorry, I threw it at the shed. You're not going to catch that one. We got to go to Vegas. Sold. I want to go to Vegas so bad. Come here. Look at her. This dog is being silly. You brought you a frisbee? Let's catch one for everybody. Is this the one? Yeah, mama. Yeah, mama. Let's give her another. Let's see, now she wants to play. She heard me talking shit about her laying down in the same spot with her frisbee, and now she's ready to rumble. Yeah, girl. Show the people how you do it, mama. Uh-oh, quick. Ooh, Speedy Gonzalez. She put on the burners for that one. W catch, right? Dude, she will not drop it. Unless I throw it bad, she don't drop it. She's a freaking champ. Let's go. Put on the burners. Oh, you sat and waited too long, you freaking silly pooch. She is 5. She is a 5-year-old beaut. Right, mama? Come, say hi. Okay. We're going to do one more throw and then chill. Okay? Oh, she's got it. She's got it. Yeah, baby. Oh, she's not done with me. Last one. Oh, Yes, mama. Yep, that's it. That's a friggin' dog that wants to play frisbee for you guys. Drop it. Now she's bringing it to my chair at least, so that's good. Oh my gosh. This frickin' dog. Oh, I forgot to check my bike after. Yep, whatever. Whatever, I know I gotta go get oil anyway, so. We're gonna end this live in a couple minutes. I have a pit bull pointer mixed, and she's 3.5. Aww. I gotta see what that looks like, a pit bull pointer. Huh. I've had only German Shepherds my whole life. This is my first long-haired Shepherd, but I've had, actually no, when I was young buck, when I was just born, my parents had a black lab, and then when I was like 2 or 3, they got a German Shepherd, and then when I was in high school, they got another German Shepherd, and then me and my fiance, we got our German Shepherd. Yeah, you definitely got to send me a picture for sure, because that sounds like a pretty cool mix. A pit bull and a pointer. I love pits too. Give me a nice blue nose pit. I like pitties. A lot of people don't like them, but I think they're cute dogs. They're very protective. Cheers though, I have another dad pick. Yes, sir. Cheers, my boy. Chia. Or as I like to say with Zordal streams, are you guys ready for a BBB? And if we don't know what that is, that's a boutique blinker brake. So cheers. Oh, she's back. She did go back to her spot. What do we think? We're at 87 minutes. So that's only, what, hour and a half about. So that is about on track with what we do every day. We do about anywhere from an hour to a 2-hour live stream, Monday through Friday. So that's pretty dope. I'm gonna probably end this stream shortly. We'll probably, once we get at 90 minutes, once we get at a full hour and a half, I'll do another cold start on, let her warm up, get to operating temp. I'll give you guys a couple revs, and then we are gonna close down this live for the day. How has the bike been treating you? The bike has been treating me fantastically. She has not given me a single issue since I rebuilt it, which blows my mind. You know, I'm not a motorcycle mechanic, so very grateful that she has stuck together this journey with me. I mean, when I rebuilt my bike in March, I had 3,017 miles, and I got the bike fully finished in May. So I've been riding from May to now, and we are almost at 6,000 miles. Pretty sure from what I just checked before, it was 5,937 miles. So we're pretty much at the 6,000 mile mark, which I can't complain with that. 2 seasons, 3,000 miles a season. I mean, that's not too shabby for me. I'll tune in more. Definitely tune in, my boy. We are active. You know that. I remember when you rebuilt it. Yeah, I have a whole build series. I got a whole playlist on my YouTube channel, Mike's Mistakes Rebuilt. I think there's like 10 to 12 videos in there, and it's literally my bike from when I got it from the junkyard to where it is today. Me putting it together, learning everything as I go. But yeah, Dylan, we do, you know, I post 2 videos a week. So I post a long form video, like I was saying earlier. I post like 14-minute videos. So we do that 2 times a week, and then we post our shorts. So And then we do live. You know, Monday, technically I have it scheduled as lives are on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but I love coming onto these live streams and meeting all these new people and chatting with you guys. You guys are helping me learn who my community is, the people that are watching my videos, and gets me I can, you know, I see your guys' names and I remember you guys. So, you know, we get to build a bond together. But I really do like doing the live streams. So even though I say it's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, this whole week I did it. I don't think I went live Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I went live. So definitely there's a lot of activity on the channel. We got the winter rolling around. So sadly the bike content is without a doubt gonna slow down real soon. But your boy definitely plans on getting a Halloween costume and making a Halloween video on the bike. And I also plan on doing something for Christmas. Either an elf or Santa costume. And I want to do like a fun drive and do like gifts for kids in need or something like that. Whether I am able to host my own event or just go to an event that's been going on for years. I think it's like Toys for Tots or whatever. But I'm really into that. I think it's a great thing that they do. So at least I will be taking the bike out for those two videos that I have in mind. But, you know, content will definitely be coming to an end soon here for the motorcycle. And, you know, we're not going to end the channel on that. The channel is still going to be very active. Your boy's still going to be going live for sure. But we're just going to have to switch things up, you know? So, Dylan, we might not get bike content for the next couple months, but I'm a big snowboarder. So I really think that I feel like my community wouldn't mind snowboarding vlogs. You know, I might have to drop down to one video a week, but I feel like we're all adrenaline junkies, so like a snowboarding vlog would be dope. You guys get to see me go down, ripping down some blacks on the mountain, or going to the terrain park, hitting some jumps and stuff. I think it would be cool. I think it would be something to at least get us through, you know, 3-4 months of the winter without bike content. You know, obviously it's something completely different than what this channel is built off of. But, you know, it's also just a channel about my life and just bringing you guys along with the stuff that I like doing. And, you know, if you guys like doing it or you guys like and watching it, you know, that's all that matters. I think it would be dope, though. So that's my plan for the winter. I would definitely watch snowboarding. I love watching snowboarding. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it would just be dope, even if I wasn't vlogging. And it's literally just like videos of me just going down the mountain with my boys and like just us ripping down a mountain. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna probably vlog the whole thing because it's just gonna be fun. But I think it would be cool, and I think it would be something to just try and keep the people, you know, keep the people on the channel while the bike's not here. Try and keep you guys going. Obviously, I'm gonna be trying to go to events. You know, I'm trying to get my money up, so I'm definitely trying to go to like car events in the city, like, you know, that they're doing in buildings and stuff, and go to bike events and being able to travel. So we're just growing, you know, it's just the beginning of the channel. I promise you guys, whatever money I do make from this channel is going wherever you want to bring me. But I live on Long Island, so I prefer Vermont. Vermont's as good as you're gonna get for a drive around here. You know, Vermont's about 4.5, 5-hour drive, but you're riding really pretty good mountains. Compared to like, there's also mountains in like Jersey and stuff that I can go to that's like 2 hours away, 2.5 hours away. But the mountains aren't as big, the trails aren't the best, the terrain parks aren't really the best. So I really try and shoot for Vermont. I mainly will just rip Vermont. But if it's not Vermont, my buddy lives in Colorado. So I always shoot up to Colorado and I'll stay there for like a week. And we'll just go rip crazy Colorado mountains. So there's definitely, you know, definitely cool content to make, especially when you're 13,000 feet above sea level on the top of a mountain in Colorado. There's nothing like those views. Like, there's nothing I can ever experience more than that, other than maybe skydiving or going to Mount Everest, but I don't think I'm doing either of those. You want to try snowboarding? You should. You should. It's definitely not easy, but if you like it and you really want to learn it, it's really fun once you understand the concept of it and you learn it. But it's difficult. It's definitely difficult. But then again, I'm sure there's people that have hopped on and have had no problems. But I was a skateboarder. I grew up skateboarding my whole life. I love skateboarding. I was never a crazy skateboarding, but I was decent. You know, I was good enough. And I thought it would transfer over to a snowboard, and man, it didn't. It did not. It did not transfer over. The best way I can describe snowboarding is it's probably somewhat like surfing. I've never surfed, so I really don't know. But snowboarding was completely different than skateboarding. I used to skate, so I have balance on a board. Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps you out being able to be a skateboarder, but it's definitely completely different. I was about to say, I bet it doesn't transfer over. Yeah, no, it's definitely completely different. The concept's still the same because you're obviously sideways, but it's different. It's definitely different. You use your feet in different ways. But it's like I said, if you really want to learn it and you just, as annoying as it gets, it definitely pisses you off in the beginning. But if you just keep doing it, and keep learning, once you understand it and you get good at it, oh my God, man, there's nothing like ripping on the mountain, boy. I've been snowboarding for 3 years now, and I'm quite literally addicted. The first year I went snowboarding, I went once, and by the end of that first season, I went snowboarding 23 times that year. So I fell in love, and it's been like that ever since. So the last 3 seasons, I've been going like 15, 20 times a year. I go like, if anything, every other week. I love it. It's so much fun. And, you know, the first 2, 3 trips were kind of poop. But once I, you know, was consistent with it and I really just dialed in on my craft, now I'm like flawless, man. I can drink as much as I want and go ride down the mountain, and I can literally could just be floating across everything. It's so much fun. I love it. It's definitely a good time. And I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun content to make. Like I said, obviously I love doing it, so I think it would be cool to make some videos about it. That's how I am with golf. I love golfing. I never golfed, and I've tried doing driving ranges. I could do what the heck is it called? Mini golf. I could do mini golf because that's usually just fun shits and giggles. It's not really too much skill. But I've tried going to the driving range a couple times with my buddy, and I can't do it, man. I don't know what it is. I can't get into it. And that's just the driving range. But I feel like golf's something that's going to come with age with me. Because I have no hate for it. Definitely don't think I'm hating on it. I have no hate for golf whatsoever. I think it's dope, and the people that are really good at it blows my freaking mind. But I don't have the I got ADHD. I can't sit still, and trying to fucking sit there and teach myself how to play golf, I don't have the patience for it for some reason. Oh, I was definitely drinking. And it definitely was helping out a little bit, but I just I couldn't get consistent with it. Even, you know, like I said, even though I was trying to lock in and I was trying to dial in my freaking swings, I couldn't be consistent at as fucking shit, man. It sucked. It was pissing me off. And I went a couple times, and it's the same thing. Every time I just can't get consistent with it. And that's my problem. But I'm using golf clubs that they provide me with. You know, I'm sure if I had my own clubs and I learned my clubs, I'd probably be a completely different ballpark. But that shit's not cheap either. I know golfing is not cheap. Between balls and all your clubs, it's definitely can become an expensive hobby because it ain't cheap to go golfing either. But it looks fun, and I definitely want to do it over time. I just think it's something that's going to come with me when I get a little bit older. Which sucks because then you guys are all going to be better than me. You guys are going to blow me out of the water. It takes a lot of practice. To be honest, I recommend chipping in your yard to practice. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Definitely not a bad idea. I gotta, I gotta try it again. Maybe I'll go do whatever it is, 8 or 9 holes, play half a game, half a course with one of my buddies, and really give it a chance just to see what it's actually about. Because I know the golf courses are beautiful too, so I know just being there's got to be just a vibe. But I never really tried it. I definitely have to look into it for sure. Maybe when my wedding rolls around, maybe my groomsmen will take me golfing or some shit. I don't know. I was never really in it. I chip for like 30 minutes in my yard to practice. I'll set up targets to hit or chip close to. I mean, that's honestly a great idea. It's not a bad idea because you're just only making yourself better. Obviously, you're not driving the ball, but you're in your backyard. You can't really do that. You're working with what you got. But, you know, if you really want to go get better at your drives, then you go to the driving range. So that's dope. That's dope that you make time out of your day to go dial in your craft. You know, it's like me going to ride. You know, every time you go ride, you get a little bit better. You know, you're just bettering it. I love it. Nicholas, I'm about to get a CBR 600 RR this weekend. No way. What are you getting? What year? What year are you gonna get? My driving is good, but my chipping is okay. Okay, I respect it. Hey, dialing your craft, boy. Do 45 minutes a day. 2024, no quick shifter. Yes, sir. That's what we got right here. 2024, no quick shifter. Sadly, the Euro edition. If you get the Euro CBR 600 RR, they have the quick shifters and they have the digital dashes. But because this is America, we get the freaking no quick shifters and we get the poopy freaking analog dashes. So fricked up. Did you see them sick lights on the EU? Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And the plastics are different too. Yeah, the plastics are different and it's fucked up. It's fucked up. My brother had a Gixxer 1000 and it was a beauty. No way. That's what's up. What do you know what year he had, Dylan? I like Gixxers. My buddy had a Gixxer 1000. My buddy had a 2003 Gixxer 1000, and then he got me into bikes, and I bought a Gixxer 600. And then I sold the Gixxer 600. I got the CBR 600. I sold that, and then I bought the new John because, you know, like I was saying earlier, I'm anal. I need to have things brand new, so I had to buy the new John. Pretty sure it was a 2015. I might be wrong though. I would have to ask him. Nah, I mean, dude, either way, Gixxer 1000 valid. I have no problem with that. But if it was a 2015, that's dope. Newer, I like that. One of my buddies that I was riding with, his friend has a 2018, I think it was, or a 2019 Gixxer 1000, and it was nice. The only thing about I just don't like the single front headlights. What is your most impressive race you beat in the CBR? I'm curious. So to be fair, I raced a brand new 636, a Ninja Cowie. They have the quick shifters. Also, it's a 636, so they got more CCs than than I do. But I raced that, and that was a fucked up race. He probably beat me by a good car. But other than that, my buddy had, I don't know if you guys know anything about Harleys. My buddy had a Harley Sportster S, which is like Harley's sport bike version. It's like a naked sport bike. It's a 1250cc. He had it tuned. That bike would do quite literally 160 miles an hour. And me and him raced, and we were literally nose and nose until about 130. And then come 125, 130, I would just start pulling on him. But other than that, I haven't raced any other bikes. I raced a Nissan. I raced not a Nissan. I raced an Infinity, the one of the new G30. No, yeah, G35s, or it was a G37, and he was tuned and stuff. But a bike versus a car, I feel like isn't really a fair deal. I feel like it's not really too fair of a deal. Plus, we're also not even tuned or anything. You know, I put a full exhaust on the bike and then just never got it tuned yet. So he had a Ninja 600 before that. Hey, there you go. He started on a 600, went to the 1000. Sportsters are so nice. Yeah, dude, the Sportster S was ridiculous, bro. That thing was so sexy. If you go back to some of my shorts, I have a couple clips on it of me riding it. That bike was so much fun. Ever get a tank slap on the CBR 600? One of my biggest fears getting that bike. No tank slappers. Definitely not. I haven't had any issues with this bike whatsoever, other than other idiots on the road, like cars brake checking you or turning in front of you, not even seeing you. But no tank slappers, no speed wobbles, none of that. I mean, we got the steering stabilizer. You got a steering stabilizer on the 2024s, and it's really good. So that's definitely a good thing. We're really just missing out on the quick shifter and the better dashes. But other than that, I've had no issues with the bike. It feels very safe and tamed, which is nice. I heard it comes with a stabilizer, and I don't think I need the ABS. Yeah, so this bike is non-ABS. I got this non-ABS. I don't like ABS. I feel like ABS can... I feel like if you really know how to ride a bike, you don't need ABS, because ABS can... You can't expect what it's going to do, you know? So, as a rider, I'm comfortable enough as a rider. I know I don't need ABS. I'm not going to lock my brakes up, so I know I'm good. I'm coming from a CBR 500, so when I sat in the 600 from the dealership, I was like, man, this is noticeably bigger. Yeah, the 600 is definitely a big bike. I'm also a short person. You know, I'm a short king over here. I'm like 5'7". So this bike stock, I was tippy-toeing it. I hated it. So I had to lower this bike. I put a lowering link on it, and you know, I had to drop this bike down because I wasn't comfortable. I couldn't flat foot both feet, and I hated that. I'm going to get off here, brother. Have a nice day, man. I'll definitely tune into another live. Yes, sir, Dylan. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Brother, you keeping me company for a good hot minute there. I appreciate you. All love. You know that. I hope you have a great rest of your Friday, brother. Also, I hope you have a great weekend. So, stay blessed, Dylan. I love you, brother. I'll talk to you later. Also, you got to send me a picture of your dog. I'm trying to see your pooch. I'm 5'8", so I've heard the same on the CBRs. Yeah, it's a tall bike. It's definitely a tall bike for sure. Like I said, I could ride the bike with it how it was, but I don't feel comfortable not being able to flat foot both feet, so I definitely lowered it. I definitely wanted to lower it. Yes, sir, man. Had a good time. Have a good weekend, brother. Yes, sir. I got you too. I got you on a cold start. So you have a douche. That's what I'm planning on. No, this is a CS. This is a Brazilian exhaust. It's a full Brazilian exhaust. So if you can see, the exhaust comes out right here. Obviously, 600s, the exhaust come out under the tail end. But I got this exhaust. It's Brazilian. It's called CS. And yeah, I'm going to be ending the live here too. So I'm going to give you a cold start because I do a cold start in the beginning and at the end of my lives. So I'll give you guys a nice cold start. Got to let her warm up for a second, and then I will give you some revs. So let's just let's let the bike do the talking, and then I'll kill the bike and we will finish this live up. Yeah, she's cool now. there. We're almost there. We're in the hundreds. That means we're cooking. That means we're cooking. Thanks for all the info, brother. I love the bike. I'm excited for this weekend. Yeah, hey, bro. No problem whatsoever. I'm here. If you got any questions, definitely hit me up. Let me know. But I'm excited for you as well. You're gonna have fun on that bike. Just be careful. That's all I ask. Your CBR 500 was the same fairing kit? Oh, that's so dope. I love this fairing kit. The one I'm getting is the red and blue one. Yeah, I have that. That's originally what was on my bike. But I got into an accident in September. Somebody ran me off the road, so we switched the fairings over. But let's give you some revs. Oh man. What are we at? 5,938 miles. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Well, we are going to be done here, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Nick, I wish you the best of luck with your CBR 600. Congrats on getting it this weekend. Just be careful. Wear all the right gear. And dress for the slide, not the ride, my boy. But I appreciate you guys coming, chatting with me, hanging out during this live, getting to know all new friends. So if you guys want, go check the channel out. I post 2 videos a week, and I go live 3 times a week. So go subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. But I will catch you all on the flip. So peace out. I hope you have a great day too, Nick. And again, like I said, I wish you the best of luck, brother. Congrats on the new bike. Just be careful. It's a different breed now. You're going from a 500 to the 600. You're gonna be able to go a lot quicker. So just be careful. But I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next live. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your days, and have a great weekend, everybody.